हाय एवरीवन एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। तो आज हम हैं भुवनेश्वर में एंड वी केम आउट टू एक्सप्लोर भुवनेश्वर फर्स्ट। तो हमने ऊबर बाइक ले लिया और हम निकल गए एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए। सो फर्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू द लिंगराज टेम्पल विच इज़ one of the oldest temples in Bhubaneswar. It was completed in the 11th century CE. It was built by the Eastern Ganga dynasty kings, and this temple compound itself has about 150 shrines belonging to different gods. So, it is a temple that is mainly dedicated to Lord Shiva. He sits in the main shrine, and there are multiple forms of him, right? So, different temples or different of these 150 shrines have the different forms of Lord Shiva. They have shrines of goddess Parvati, Ganesha, and many more Hindu gods. So this is we are reaching near the entrance of the Lingaraj temple. So the phones and bags and all were not allowed into the temple, so we had to deposit them outside. This temple, the construction began in the 10th century and it got over in the 11th century. And the architectural style is known as Kalinga architecture. There is a lake called the Bindu Sagar Lake very close to the temple that we've seen while coming on the way. That lake also has many mythical origins, and many people offer their rites to their ancestors there as well. So there's this platform outside the temple where we can see the entire structure. So this is how it looks. So pretty. As you can see, there are so many shrines inside this compound. And this is a tank that was built alongside the temple. So this is also archaeologically protected and it's very old. I mean, as is the temple. But one thing I did not understand here is there were all these small shrines which were empty. There was nothing inside. I don't know what that meant. And as you can see, this is the Lingaraj temple. The biggest Gopuram was had the main Shiva's Shivaling, and some of the rest of the shrines had Shivling. Some of them had other goddesses and gods. So that's how it was. This is also one of the oldest temples in India. And apart from that, one of the things that I noticed is that there are so many more temples around that temple. So there were so many more small temples. Like there's this temple called the Chitrakarini temple. This also looked very pretty, and as you can see, it has its own compound. And I don't know who the main deity is, but it was called the Chitrakarini temple, and this is how it looked. It was really pretty. And I found another one which was like kind of just the ruins. You couldn't go into it. And this was also similarly another temple in its ruins. And this Gauri Shankar temple, it is like a few feet into the ground. So that's what was written here. It says that the Gauri Shankar temple is a shrine for Lord Shiva and it is a few feet under the ground. And locally, it is known as apparently the traffic temple because it's in the middle of the road. And this is another temple called the Bhavani Shankar temple. So, and look at that, that is like almost into the ground. And this is the lake that I was talking about. And there are, I think these water is being pumped into the lake to avoid stagnation because a lot of people do a lot of things here, and many people get their kids first hair removed here and things like that. So there are many temples around this lake as well. The roots growing inside in the walls. And look at that shivling. It's like so inside the wall.